Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Tosan. Today I'll be talking about 5 non-verbal ways by which you can read people's emotions. Yes, you can actually read people's emotions without them having to say exactly how they feel. Considering that these days, when some people say yes, they actually mean no. You can catch them very well when they do that if you can read their emotions by every other thing they do other than what they say. One of the comments I get a lot is on how can I tell how people are feeling if they don't tell me how they are feeling. In my video on how to identify someone that lacks emotional intelligence, I mentioned that one of the signs is that you do not care about how your words or actions make others feel. Now, one of the things that have come out of that is people telling me that they cannot tell how other people feel if they don't really tell them, like verbally how they feel. Which is why I say you need to learn how to read other people's emotions without them having to say it. You need to learn how to read other people's emotions without them verbally telling you how they feel. It is important to be able to read people's emotions because it helps you to be a better communicator, it helps you to be sensitive to other people's feelings, and it helps you to also be a good negotiator. It can also help you to be able to identify when there's deception in what people are saying. A couple of things to note whilst trying to understand people's emotions through their body language is that you have to be interested in the person or the situation. You have to also be observant because a lot of things are going to happen in a split second or under a second or just for a few seconds. If you're not paying attention, you might lose the data. And you also have to know that it takes time. While some people are natural at this, for some of us, we have to learn it. Like it can be learned. So you have to keep trying, and then you get better at it. Remember, it's not in the spoken words, but in the details. So all your senses have to be sharp. From your eyes to catching any movement, from your nose to smelling any lie. Just kidding. But you need to be totally in the moment. People's emotions through nonverbal. The first way you can read people's emotions is by paying attention to their facial features. The face has a lot of stories to tell, starting from the eye movements to the nose wrinkling to the mouth movements. You can tell a lot about people's emotions through their face. It's even been said that the facial features for some certain emotions are universal, like happiness, anger, sadness, fear, disgust. All over the world. That's why footballer was and you like this. Notice their eyebrow raises, notice their pupil dilation, notice how their nose is wrinkled or their mouth is skewed. All this are information. They give us information as to what and how a person is feeling at a particular time. The second way by which you can read people's emotions is by paying attention to their body language. Remember that 93% of our communication is nonverbal, and out of that 93%, 55% is based on your body language. Body language is the use of physical behavior, expressions, and mannerisms to communicate non-verbally. And this is usually instinctive rather than conscious, which is why it's a better indicator of how people are really feeling or what they're really trying to say without them actually saying it. Are they sitting up tall? Are they walking tall? Are they confident? You could tell some of these emotions by what you see that is happening with their bodies. It's the head by which you can read people's emotions without them having to say anything is by paying attention to physiological changes in their body. Are they sweating when the AC is on? Is there a distance between you and them considering how close you are? Sometimes the amount of space between you two can tell that something is wrong. How is their handshake? Is it a weak one or is it a confident one? How was that hug? Did it feel cold or it was a warm one? That can be a clue on how they are really feeling. The third way by which you can read people's emotions without them having to say anything is by silence. Silence creates that awkward moment in the room that tells you something is wrong somewhere. you need to pay attention to it and not just gloss over it, is that sometimes people just go quiet when you ask them something they're not comfortable with. That can be an indication that something is wrong. Fifth and final way by which you can read people's emotions is the fact that, yes, I said non-verbal. It's not actually verbal. It's actually the changes in the way they speak. Remember that 38% of your communication is caused or is read by the tone of your voice, high, low pitch. You can use this to read people's emotions by saying, okay, when they were talking to you on a level tone before, and suddenly they have a high pitch. Are they angry? Their voice has gone higher. Are they angry? Or their voice has gone lower? Are they sad? They go down with the voice as well. You can also tell by the speed at which they respond. Someone talks normally and next thing the person's talking so fast, are they trying to cover up something? Or are they tense about the situation? Or the person gets really slow. Are they trying to think about what to say? Or do they have no clue about what's happening? These are things that will tell you about how people really feel, what kind of emotions is going through them at that point in time. You should also listen for sarcasm in the voice. How somebody says, sorry, and someone says, sorry, and someone says, oh, I'm really sorry. They all said sorry, they all apologized. But which one did you take, or which one really meant something to you? Or which one was really sorry? You be the judge. And there you have it, 5 nonverbal cues on how to read people's emotions. Number 1, pay attention to their facial features, their eyes, their nose, their mouth, and everything going on their face, eyebrow lift and everything. Number 2, pay attention to their body language. Are they slouching? Is their head bent? Is it down? Are they confident? Number 3, pay attention to physiological changes around them. Are they sweating in a cold room? Things like that. Number 4, silence. And number 5, the change in tone of voice, pitch, speed, and of course, notable these cues are going to be helpful to you in improving your emotional intelligence and in also being able to read other people's emotions and tell exactly how they're feeling and how your words or actions might affect them. Thanks for watching. Remember to leave a comment. Your comments are very helpful in guiding me on which kind of videos you'll be interested in. Also, remember to like and share this video with as many of your family and friends. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for more tips on how to improve your emotional intelligence, understand yourself even more. Thank you. See you next time.